You spoke with Daniel's dad about that today, Brianna.
Yeah, you know, one of the things Daniel Robinson's dad has done so well is making sure his son's case is in front of the media and the public and finding different ways to do that even when there aren't any updates. He says he doesn't want Daniel's case to go cold. So having the opportunity to speak on stage with Gabby Petito's family about the disparities in their cases was powerful and important. Daniel Robinson, Gabby Petito, both of them gone, leaving their parents fighting for justice together.
Hey, look, nobody want to be a part of that club, but we are like family now, and we're sharing the same pains and burdens.
David Robinson has been fighting tirelessly to find his son, geologist Daniel Robinson, who disappeared from a work site in the Buckeye Desert in June of 2021. Detectives found his Jeep crashed nearly a month later, about 4 miles from where he was last seen, with his clothes and his belongings at the accident site, but he has never been seen again.
You grab the steering wheel and swerve or anything like that?
Just a couple months later, Gabby Petito went missing on a cross-country vlogging road trip with her boyfriend Brian Laundrie, and her case gained international attention from media and law enforcement almost immediately. David Robinson built a friendship with Gabby's father, Joe Petito, and the two took the stage together at CrimeCon this past weekend.
We had a platform where we were talking about white woman syndrome, as well as being able to talk about our individual cases and how the disparities is.
That idea is that missing white women receive more attention and resources than families of missing loved ones of other races, a topic Robinson says Gabby's father was extremely receptive to.
He told me he's doing everything he can going forward to help families of all races, get the attention that they need in every case. Every case should have that equal amount of attention.
Robinson says while most of his son's disappearance revolves around Buckeye and the vast desert out there, he's now focusing on where his son lived in Tempe and who may have been there before he vanished.
I'm looking into my son's apartment. These things are very crucial. These things that we don't hear in the report, we don't hear in the public.
Robinson says having the opportunity to speak on stage and have a booth at CrimeCon was a great way to find new resources and support, doing everything he can across the country to keep Daniel's name at the forefront.
I always think about him every time. He don't have a voice, I'm his voice for him.
Robinson has waited for the weather to cool down here, but he is working on organizing another search this fall for his son in Buckeye, just working on gathering resources and nonprofits to help and to support the volunteer searchers that also come out to aid him there. So.
Gosh, this case is just so mysterious. The evidence they found just way out in the desert, and his dad, every time we speak with him, you sense the frustration because it's like, where does he go from here? Doesn't the evidence trail grow cold?
I mean, it does. And that's the thing. It's so confusing to all of us because he went missing at the hottest time of the year in 2021. He didn't have his clothes or his belongings. They were at the crash site. So where could he have gone? How far could he have made it? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. And that's so frustrating. But I commend his dad, who has the strength to keep going. And he does such a good job finding new ways to get people's attention, saying, hey, my son's still missing, but let's talk about something different with the case and bring it up. And that way you just don't forget Daniel Robinson's name.
Yeah, he's just being a soldier. And you think about all the families that are going through this and how grueling that must be day in and day out.
Oh my gosh. I talk to these families all the time and it's awful, but it is cool to see the Petito family and the Robinson family coming together like this from really across the country with their cases. Yeah. It's powerful.
I'd never heard of this CrimeCon.
I'm trying to go. I would like to go.
What else do they have there? I mean, they have panels with real-life crime victims and their stories.
It's incredible. So they have victims, families there who share their stories. They have media representatives. They have well-known podcasters and podcasts there. It's basically the true crime community coming together. And that DNA company I've done a bunch of stories with, all from them, they're incredible. They hosted a whole presentation there this weekend. So it's all facets of true crime coming together for advocacy, and it's awesome.
And maybe that's what needs to happen. All of these families come together to help these cases move forward. You never know when you can cross-reference and get information on different cases. It's very interesting. Thank you, Brianna.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel C. Robinson. Thank you, guys. I see a lot of you joining already. Thank you so much for being part of this live. I know it's a random live, something I just came up with just a moment ago. I wanted to really express some things to you guys. It's been a long time since I did a live stream. I just wanted to reach out, let you guys see my face and tell you how grateful I am to each and every last one of you who have been supporting. I say it often, but I don't say it often enough. I can't say it enough, and I really appreciate everybody who's been participating. That's exactly what I'll be talking about today. I'm coming back on this live to talk about that. But I want to really put out some information as well. The stuff that you see on the bottom of the screen, as you guys know, I had started a tip line some time ago, early on in my son's disappearance, to give a person opportunity, those persons, a person that may know something about what happened to my son, that can be feel free to contact. Sometimes people don't want to go directly to law enforcement, but I was able to pay for the service, the paid service, you guys, with live operators that's there 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just take your calls. You can remain anonymous. Nobody have to know who you are. Even so, you guys, also, if you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to talk to any operator or anyone, and you want to remain anonymous, you still can. All you have to do is text the word tip to this number you see below. Again, today I will be talking about just that. Saying some of that you guys are the ones who have been supporting and who's constantly still supporting, and why it's very important for you guys to continue to support. Again, the tip line number is below here. If you guys want to contact me, the information right here is below as well. That is the 803-200-7994 public cell phone number. As well as please help find Daniel at yahoo.com, where you guys can do things like leave comments. You want to leave if you want to leave a tip that way, you can do that as well. Also, you can request these flyers. You guys, I still have the flyer distribution. Is one of the major things. Like I say, it goes along with your public support of getting those flyers out there all across the country. That's very important for my son's case. Just like I say, to find that person or person who knows something, to go straight to them and get the information out to them. I always use that same analogy over and over again, but it's true. A person who have seen something had just been moving that day on June 23rd of 2021, and now live in Arizona, a different part of Arizona, live in California, or live in Delaware or somewhere in Wyoming. So you're just sharing those flyers or getting those flyers. You could two ways you guys can do it. You can go on the website and print them out, or you can request them at the email address you see below there. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. You can request those flyers, and I'll send them out to you. Have them sent out to you. Myself or a team member have those sent out to you. So, and those who are still waiting on those flyers, they are on their way as well. Thank you so much for your request on these flyers. Also, you guys, don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button to this channel. Very crucial to getting this the word out about my son. When I first set out to look for my son, one of the things I know for sure, just being in the military, one of the things we know is that communication is key. Without communication, we can have friendly fire, things like that. Everybody need to know what's going on. The public need to know what's going on. When my son went missing, I know it's very important that the public need to know, so you can get the look out. It's like my eyes, you guys. When I'm out there in that desert, for instance, when I was out there searching for Daniel in the city, doing the searches there, you're my eyes. You're your extended eyes. Hey, look, we put the information out there on social media. You guys look at the social media platform, look at the website, pass out the information, spread it out there. That's like eyes everywhere. So when you guys do that, I really knew that up front, and that's the reason why I pushed out real hard to start this channel, for instance, start social media. You guys know, please help find Daniel. All social media platforms, please help find Daniel, except for Twitter. Of course, Twitter is please help find 4. Please help find number 4. And, I started those platforms because, like I said, I want to make sure I have eyes everywhere. Eyes everywhere. You guys are helping, so that's why it's very important to have the public engagement as well. Also, like I said, to distribute those flyers, get those flyers out there, you can hit me up again. Please help find Daniel, yahoo.com, for just give me your information where I can send these flyers out to you. I would be happy to send you stacks of flyers, you guys, because I definitely, like I said, I want to get in every corner of this country, every city, every state. You guys share those flyers in your hometown, in your state. that helps out tremendously. So again, you guys, thank you so much for those who have come in to join and support this channel, who has been supporting me from day one. I truly appreciate it. So now I'm getting ready to go into talking about, like I said, you guys, your public support. So I thank you guys again. I thank you so much for being here.
When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversation fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family.
Without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have the search. Again, thank you guys for joining in on this late live that just came out of random. I know that. So thank you guys for actually showing up and watching this live. I plan to do another live after this, you guys, not today, of course. But I have a anniversary. Some people call it anniversary. I don't like to call it anniversary, but it's the 23rd of the month, each month. Normally I would have done a prayer for Daniel. I will be trying to do that again this week, you guys. So if you guys want to join in, I'll give you a heads up on that. And if you guys want to join in on that prayer, of course, you guys know the prayer is not just for Daniel and my family. It's also for other families who have missing loved ones out there still searching, you guys. There are some today that have missing loved ones. As we know in this country, thousands of people go missing every day in this country, and it's sad to say, but it's the truth. It's the reality that we have here in this country. So we definitely want to pray for them as well. But I just want to go straight and thank some of you who showed up. Brooke, thanks so much for being a part of this live. I truly appreciate that, and I definitely need those prayers that you have. I mean, constantly we need those prayers. My family, I do have some news that I probably will share pretty soon with my family. But at the same time, I just want to say thank you guys for definitely being there. So thank you, Brooke. Also, thank you, RC, for being here as well. Hello to you, and thank you for your constant support for this channel. Your constant support for helping me get information out for Daniel. Also, Brittany, thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you for your continuous prayers. Again, you guys, I definitely, we need those prayers. I just want to make sure that prayer changes things. So I want to make sure that I'm also praying for other people as well. Esther, thank you so much for your constant support for this YouTube channel. And, you've been here, during the times when I was doing these lives almost every day, every other day. And I really appreciate you being there. Most times I can't think of a time I didn't see your name out on the chat. So thanks so much. And again, you guys, thank everybody who's watching, who may be the first time watching this live that I do. There's something I would do on a normal basis. I have taken a break for a while. I had to take a mental break, you guys. After 2 years of doing this, tons and tons of news interviews to been on different platforms where social media, other social media platforms as well. Your brain get tired, you guys, and you have to look out for your mental health. So I had to take a break, and I took a longer break than I really anticipated. I may even take a little more time, so I'm not sure, but I'm definitely still out. Just people need to know I'm still out doing everything I can to find my son. I can tell you, days get really weary when you sit here beating your brain trying to come up with an idea to continue a search, right? Being a loved one, a family member, we limited. Our hands are tied to certain things. You guys, we don't have law enforcement power, so we have to, rely on whatever we can with the public, whatever how distance that we can go without breaking any laws and things like that. So we definitely relied on law enforcement. You guys know my battle that I have been doing for over 2 years with law enforcement. Still continue on with that as well. Don't need to really talk about that right now, but really still having that battle with law enforcement, trying to get them to do more. But at the same time, you guys, I had to continue my efforts. I had to continue what I'm doing, and I started that from day one. You guys, as soon as I hit that ground running, well, actually, on the way up to Arizona, I drove to over 2,000 miles to get there. And you guys, I'm telling you, while I'm driving, I was doing a lot of work too with my family and with law enforcement, and getting things, trying to get information as well as giving information to try to get the ball rolling. So again, I would thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I see this, Brittany. I see your comment there, so I'm gonna put that up real quick. But thank you so much for you just being here to hear what I have to say today. Again, you guys, what the important part is, I just want to put out really quick. The most important part is having that awareness out there. When I got there to Arizona, the first thing I have done, like I said, on the intro, is to get information I can, get all the information I can about Daniel's being missing out there to the public. Sometimes certain entities, law enforcement, would drag their foot and getting that information out there. It took a couple of days, you guys, before the information was sent out to the local news. It's been a good while, you guys. I told you it took me almost 3 months just to get the thing rolling out on local coverage, just to try to get it. And I pushed really hard to get it out on a national level. And you guys know the story from there. But your son's disappearance really touched me, as I used to live in Arizona. I admire your strength and dedication to finding Daniel. Thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you're a parent or mother, but I think parents, any parent know how I feel. Say, hey, look, we're going to fight hard for our children. Fathers, we definitely, not saying, not, I know mothers would definitely too, but I'm saying I want to speak from a father because I'm a father, and fathers, we will fight for our children. That's my birthright. I'm really happy about that. It's my job as a father, saying to protect. Some people, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we can relate being parents. Hey, no matter how old our children get, they're still our children to us. Grown people, still our children to us. We're still going to feel like we have to, and we're going to make sure that we're looking out for people who came from us, right? So that's what parents do. And so I thank you so much for saying that, Brittany. That's something I'm definitely going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to fight for Daniel. Like I said, I got some news that definitely is good for our family, but at the same time, saying it's very devastating that Daniel remains missing, and we don't have. I'm kind of stuck, you guys. Like I said, the limited powers that I have to fight. I'm really stuck when it comes to the point where only law enforcement, for instance, can carry on what I found and things I have done, carry it to the next level. So again, you guys, I'm definitely trying my best, and we're gonna continue to do that. But I definitely need public support. Public support again. When I got to Arizona, got Daniel's story out there, because if it wasn't for you guys pushing, I think it was one of the young ladies. I was on tweeting, guys. I'm tweeting all night. I barely get into sleep. Last thing I do at the end of the day is to try to inbox everybody, people who is inboxing, try to answer their inbox, tell them thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then at the same time, try to put out information, hit some celebrities up. And I had the whole process going on. And there's one particular night I never forget, a young lady retweeted something I put up, and that thing went viral. It went viral, and that was the first match light, if you want to put it, that got Daniel's story moving some, right? It got it to a certain level out there on the public sphere, on the social media platform, that it helped along with everything else. Also, the efforts of when I inboxed Joy Reeves, one of her friends. Like I told you guys, one of the things you should do is sometimes you can't get to them, but you can get to the person they're following. And that was another angle. Then at the same time, the Gabby Petito story broke. And so that really helped out as well. Saying all of that in combination hit the same time that pushed Daniel's case out onto a national level. But like I said, it came from public support. If that young lady said, hey, if y'all just take the time out and look at this story, some ways now, some ways she was saying that thing, and then it sparked this big, like I said, this big viral thing, and it went out. Daniel's story went out there, and that was a blessing because that's what families need. Again, you guys, also the social media platform, the public support came from when I was in Arizona. I didn't know anybody. Can you imagine going to a state that you don't know anybody, but you're looking for help? Being a black man, I can tell you, I went to the NAACP. I reached out to them. I wasn't able to get them, but reached out to the NAACP first. Being a military guy, I reached out to the Red Cross for help, you guys, because I felt I needed more than what I had at the time with law enforcement. So again, Red Cross, I wasn't able to get much of that, but that's the first people I pushed. Of course, I had my daughter with me, and she and I would go around do our due diligence, looking at every parking space we could think of that airplane would take off from, all the public places and privates, and try to see if we locate Dane's vehicle. But like I said, the public came to play, you guys, in that, because when I didn't have anybody to run to, I reached out to the public, social media. When I reached out to social media, I started getting feedback. I started getting emails. People say, hey, I know this person that live in Buckeye, and then from there, I was able to reach someone who exactly live in Buckeye and know about that desert. And then he helped me, and we got together, and I got the searches going. You guys, that's where the searches started from that point on, and started moving. Also, the public information was getting out there to help with the flyer distribution. I had a city search at first, you guys. I used to call it the city search, where we'll go out and go to various organizations like the hospitals, the mental health wards, the homeless shelters, etc., to make sure that at the time we was limited on information what happened to Daniel, to make sure that he didn't somehow he escaped that desert and injured, or end up being a homeless population, had a brain injury, like at the time it was believed what law enforcement was saying, that type deal. And so, of course, that public help, came from public awareness, you guys. That's why it's very important to have that public support. After that, I started the flyer distribution, you guys, because I saw that, hey, look, going out to these entities, especially the hospitals and the mental health wards, you only can get but so far, because those laws, HIPAA, that tell you, hey, look, we can't give out information who's here, and etc. So to be able to get those flyers out to the workers, and that was a plus, because that way, if somebody's working there, somebody's going to say something if they see a patient that fitting a description that is Daniel, for instance. So so that helped out a lot, you guys. Like I say, public awareness. And then, of course, when the news media started really picking up Daniel's story, you guys, like I said, it helped with support. You guys probably remember, those who've been following from day one, I needed help remaining in Arizona. Hey, look, I need to keep my boots on the ground, is what I like to say, because I'm military, and that's my way of expressing that. Look, I keep my boots on the ground because I know I need to be effective. I need to stay in Arizona. I was unaware how much it was going to cost living out of a hotel room, and it was really hard, you guys. And you guys helped me stay in Arizona. And at the same time, when I started the search, you guys helped with the search. The funding just kept coming in to help with the search and keep the search rolling. 49 weeks of searches, guys, 35,000 acres of land. That information got out there because of public support. So like I said, public support also brings resources, the resources you need to continue on your fight, because it's not easy. It's a financial thing as well. Also, you guys, I had support. The public support helped with my petition, you guys. I put out a petition because I got really, really dissatisfied at a certain point. Certain areas seemed like law enforcement was doing really well at the beginning when I didn't know what was really going on. But once I started understanding what was really not going on with law enforcement, I had to start trying to push law enforcement to do some work. So again, public support helped get that rolling as well, you guys. With public support, I was able to start pushing a lot of pressure on law enforcement to do something. You guys, do this extra search, do the Civil Air Patrol search as they did, do this net search that they did, that type deal. So, with you guys also create action. So when you guys have a public support going on, family has public support going on, it creates actions for things to happen. But you guys signed that petition, continually to sign that petition. The petition's thousands. I remember it was only 5 people signed that petition or put their voice to that petition. And now we up into the thousands, the hundreds of thousands. And that helps right now with public support. That help when I go to, for instance, the Attorney General's office or some of these government officials, state government officials. Like I say, hey, look, I got the backing of all these people behind me that believe in everything that I'm doing, believe in my efforts and looking for my son, believe in the efforts of fighting for other families. And guys know the petition started growing for different reasons, not just to put pressure on law enforcement, but also try to create change. So hopefully one day that petition will also help contribute to changing some of the laws that we have surrounding families of missing that kind of hinder us from. And I'm a living testimony to that, you guys. That hinders us, like I told you guys, certain little things that hinder me from moving forward. Like, you get stuck and you get stopped, in your tracks. You can't go but so far. So, like I said, this petition will help with that because I am advocating for some things to be changed law-wise, and hopefully we can get some things changed for families, so that way families can actually get things going when law enforcement fail in certain areas, right? Again, so I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to forget. I want to get some of the people I see here that's popping in right now as well, that's joining in on this live. Mary T, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate your prayers. Again, Tracy, thank you so much for being here. Always praying for you, Daniel, and your family. Thanks so much. I definitely need your prayer. Tub 883. Thanks, Tub 883. Thanks so much. You constantly being on this channel, even when I was doing it almost every day or every week. You have been part of this channel, so I really appreciate it. You guys, while you're here, those who are listening in, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button because I really need to get the algorithms going again to get Daniel's story out there. Hopefully, I can have families on again on this channel in the future, and also want to be able to help get their story out as well. SW 4x4 Explorers, thanks so much. Hello, David. I have not caught a live in a while. I haven't done a live in a while. Like I was saying up front, you guys, I had to take that mental break. It's been rough. You can imagine doing it over 2 years. Everybody have their limits, and my limit was there. I realized it when I had the candlelit visual. I was with the Mr. Petito, Mr. Joseph Petito, and also we're supposed to have Miss Navarro. She's supposed to have been on, but she wasn't able to make it. And also I had Katrina, if you guys can remember. But just hearing Katrina's story and hear the pain and know the pain of Miss Navarro at the time. Thank God her daughter has been found now. But, just hearing that pain that day and also dealing with the fact that it was another 2 years that my son had been missing. Sometimes when you're on a live and you don't realize the pain that is really going to that breaking point going to hit you, and it did. It hit me, you guys, and I was like, look, no, I need to take a break. Something came out of my mouth, and it really disturbed me, and I needed a break. So that's why I wasn't on for a while, you guys. So you haven't missed anything. You thought you missed anything? SW 4x4 Explorers. I just took time off just for a moment. And until Tub 883, I want to go back real quick. Thanks so much for you all doing this from England. I definitely want to thank you for that. Also, Ruru, thanks so much. Stay strong, Mr. Robinson. I will. Like I said, you guys, every time you guys have these positive feedbacks, that is a moral support. You guys, it helps with morale. When I'm in the military, we out there in the war zone. At times, morale have to be high. Saying when morale is low, things can happen, mistakes can happen, and soldiers. I seen guys I see some soldiers when morale seemed to start getting low. Some of the younger fellows hitting their head against the wall or something, frustrated and things like that. So I'm telling you guys, so whenever you guys support families and you give them some hope or saying I'm praying for you, etc., that helps. So thank you so much for saying that, Ruru. I really appreciate it. Mountain Mama. Thank you so much for joining in off the YouTube side. Are there any YouTube creators that you met in CrimeCon going to do a story on his disappearance? This is how I found your page. Is through the YouTuber that talked to you at CrimeCon. Yes, that's many that reached out to me. I still have to get out to them. I have many cards that have been given to me. Like I said, you guys, I'm trying to juggle everything together. So I will be getting in contact with them pretty soon. At the same time, I met some that I haven't met before in last CrimeCon, as well as those who had me on their YouTube channel in the past. So, the true crime community is one of the things that have been benefiting. Again, it's public support, you guys. The true crime community is one of those platforms or those that really helped out in Daniel's case, because I met persons. I mean, there's different platforms that helped me out. John Q, for instance, Gizla K, saying Grizzly True Crime, and so on and so on. I don't want to miss so many, but there's a lot of them out there, you guys, and that really shared Daniel's story, had me on to share. And that's how I have been on, I think, more YouTube channel creators channels than I have been on a national news stage and stuff like that. So it helps out, you guys. And I know people watch the YouTube creators channels and things like that. So that really helps families. So as long as they keep doing that, that can help a family out a lot. So yes, Mountain Mama, I definitely will be reaching out to a lot of them. And thanks so much for just following, coming in and help and sharing Daniel's story. That's very crucial and helpful. Thanks so much. Also, Brittany, thank you. Brittany, see you again. I learned, I know Ikmel was upset. He wasn't able to meet up with you at CrimeCon. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I did speak to him on Twitter, X. And yes, we will be doing a interview. We already have something coming, Brittany, that's in the works right now. And so I will be doing something with him as well. Let's see here. Who else I have? Esther. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it for being here. And you're always here again. Like I said, thanks so much for being here. Dog Defender, thank you so much for being here as well. So good to see you. Not a day goes by. You and your family are not in my prayers, my thoughts, and my heart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Dog Defender. I really believe that, and I really know you're also constantly supporting. I truly appreciate that. You being here. So good to see you too, Esther. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining in at this random time. Always in my prayer. Thank you so much, Nikki. I really appreciate it coming off the Facebook side. Thank you so much for your support on those platforms as well. Let's see who else I have here. Michael, thanks so much for being here. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much for being here. Do you have a tentative date for a search? I've been working on that. I'm having some little, disappointments on that. I'm working through, you guys. When I say disappointment, of course, I have to get permission and things like that now. There are, developments being done out there. I do have a nonprofit organization that's working with me right now that will be doing a search out there, utilizing their K9. So I do have a K9 search going on out there pretty soon. But the public search, you guys, I'm really pushing for that. I really need help with that as well. And also, like I said, just the fact that, trying to get permission again through those development, to try to get through those lands. It's hard and difficult to get everyone through those areas, ways that I could get around certain areas, but it's very difficult to try to navigate that with people, unless you have like a UTV, ATV type vehicle. Some of the 4x4s with lock differentials, people know what those are, horseback or something, are the easiest ways to get through some of those areas. But the everyday car, the two front wheel drives and things like that would not make it. and my search has always been based on everybody being a part of the search. So, and then we had areas and places that people could actually drive into the desert and park. So those places are now blocked off pretty much. And what I'm learning, you guys, I'm back and forth, Arizona, South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina right now, and just trying to navigate it. Out there, not being exactly on the ground is very difficult. So, but thank you so much for asking that question as well. And here also, keeping your son on my mind. Drove by the search site on Sunday, and a lot has changed. Yeah, there you go. It looks like there will be homes built in that whole area. Yes, definitely. That's what I was just mentioning. Yeah, that is, it's changing out there, and those permissions to get through there is different. So yes, last time I was there, the last search we had, I think that was in January or February this year. It was a blessing because I was able to get the owners to allow me to bring people on their property, and we was able to do live searches, but it was nearly impossible to get some of the people out into some of the other areas I would like, except for those with the 4x4s. It was able to get them up and out the Hassayampa River, for instance, and certain areas like that. But yeah, thanks so much for going out there. Yeah, it looks so different. You will never recognize it. For those who haven't been out there in a long time. So, all right. Let me see who else I have here. Also, thank you guys, Ray Kent. Thank you so much for being here on today. You guys, I'm trying not to make this really long, but I want to go through the website real quick. Once I finish, recognize each and every last one. I want to go to the website real quick, and then I have to jump off because I do have some other meeting that I have to take care of. Your family is in my prayers, and I sincerely hope Daniel is found soon. And thanks so much for the prayers and the positive energy that you have there. I really appreciate it, and I need those. And I can tell you, like I said, you guys, I will be on again. I will be doing another live. I'm trying to do one on the 23rd and or close to it. I'm looking at the date now, and try to do the fast and prayer for Daniel. You guys probably remember that. I usually do it on the Wednesdays, it's closer to the 23rd, but I'm going to try to see if I can do it on that day. So if you guys want to join in, I will give you a heads up, and it will be. Let me see, the 23rd would be, I think, on the weekend. So it'll be a lot closer to the weekend. Hopefully, if I can look at the date here. But just want to get it on a date where I think everybody can be a part. If you want to come on and join here on this YouTube channel and pray and fast with us, you guys, it's not just for my families, but for other families as well that I do this for. So if you guys can join in with us, more people, more strength. Gladys, thanks so much for being here. Didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I usually read everything from on your son's Facebook. I pray every day you find answers and finding Daniel. Yes, Gladys, I've been doing this for a few years, a little over 2 years now. It could have been around 2 years now. And just get Daniel's story out there. It started off that way. Gizzler K, if anybody know Gizzler K for Grizzly True Crime. She and I, after she was helping me out in the desert, like I said, it's amazing. The lady from the Netherlands was able to do a lot of work from the Netherlands with the Grizzlies. They call themselves the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies come out to the searches. Wonderful people. That there that to support her channel will come out to the desert out there to help search. And she was doing lives from the Netherlands and do lives and get Daniel's story out that way and get people to come out to the desert. So it helped out. But in that chain of event, at the same time, I was letting her know I wanted to start a YouTube channel because that's important as well. I don't know much about YouTube channels outside of the fact that, like I said, it was for things like how to fit something around the house or how to program something, look at a YouTube video or to send pictures, videos to my family or something like that. Other than that, I didn't know anything about it. I look at what she was doing and say, hey, you know what? This is a good idea to get Daniel's story out there. And she helped me set up. She gave me I don't know how she was having a fine time, but she gave me this long tutorial about how to get it set up. And not only that, she went in for me and got a lot of it set up for me because I didn't have the time. So hats off to Gizzler K for getting this thing going. So glad as I had it for a good long length of time. And there's a lot of things else she showed me that I could be doing, but I just didn't have time still to implement those. But yes, they're being here for a length of time to get Daniel's story out. It's not an entertainment channel or anything like that. And you'll see no flashing lights and whatever people do. But it's informational to get Daniel's story out there to you guys and to people beyond. So that's why I ask you guys to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because it can help, get Daniel's story out farther. And as well as it's also, I have other families on here, Gladys, as well, to tell their stories, and that's what this channel is about, to get other stories out there as well. And if you can help, that'll be a blessing for those families as well, because I do have people on this channel. This haven't been, like I said, been on for a while. Those who've been following, I haven't been on for a while. So, all right, I have let's see who else I have. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Brittany, she is amazing. She's a very amazing lady. Yes, good friend. Also, Mary, thank you. Still praying for Daniel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Dog Defender. Yes, Gisela. Gisela is one of the kind, one of a kind. We Grizzlies. That's right. So that's right. Here we go, Grizzly here. Thank God. Love your family. I didn't know that, Dog Defender, you're Grizzly as well, but thank you so much. And we are teams, Team Daniel since day one. We are always praying and hoping for Daniel to come home. Yes, and I believe that. Like I said, she have a good following there as well. People like yourself, Dog Defender, who's been out there in the desert, alongside with me out there in the 118-degree weather, even in the cold winter part of the month, freezing out there, looking for Daniel. So really wonderful people. Everybody who came out, Grizzly or not. I jumped on Coco. Thanks so much. I jump on anytime you're on YouTube. Whoever is posting it for you on Facebook, have them add link to your YouTube channel for more reach. That's a good idea. My team, they post some things, but I've mainly been posting lately. So we see a lot of posts come up as mainly I was posting whenever I can. And yes, that's a good idea. I will do that. I always have to take these advice because, like I said, you guys, I don't know everything and I need help with that. So like I said, again, public support is things like what you're doing, Coco, is to help with families trying to get their loved one's story out there. So that information is very helpful to me. So thanks so much. And don't forget, you guys, like Dolphin says, you guys, please hit like, push this video into more hands. Yes, you guys hit like, share, and if you want to, you can put just say a little something that help with the algorithms as well. Lavender Lily, thanks so much for being here as well off the YouTube. So I appreciate everybody who's been on. And I think Lavender Lily, I think this is maybe your first time, I'm not sure. But the name, thanks so much for being here and being a part. I really true. So I want to share a screen real quick with you guys. I want to go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and I have to do that, you guys, before I jump off, because I want to talk about lastly what need to be done right now, you guys, and that is to some of the things that I have going on with the website here. Okay, the website here, pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, you guys. You can, those who haven't been on the website yet, I'm not sure, and that's also something I guess Coco, I probably can put out there on that as well on the Facebook, like you were saying about the channel here. But one thing, you guys, this is the Please Help Find Daniel website. You guys, is the front page. When you come down on the page here, you got some information. I think one of the first thing I want, you see the information here. Of course, I'm gonna back up a little bit. There's a little rotating thing, you guys. Some of the information about the case, how you could donate. Also you'll see the number come on for those who have a tip or stuff like that. So the tip line will show up there as well. But I will have some information here on my take, you guys. I put this in my take there is because I will be giving some information on things like what's the latest on the search and things like that, or what's happening, or what I'm thinking sometimes. So that will be a little part of something I just added recently. So if you've been on the website before and you haven't seen this before, that's the reason why it's there. But to go back up, you guys, you have the sign a petition button here, and that, like I said, you guys, is one of the most important things as well. I will be doing an update. I haven't done an update in a good while. But yes, 129,366 signatures, you guys. and the next goal is 150. Like I said, I remember it's only 5 signatures. And when they say signatures, I like to say voices, you guys. I don't say signatures because it's your voice that's supporting what I'm doing here, for my son. So you got the information about why this petition matters. We also have updates. Guys, I have so many updates that have been here. So if you guys want to read these updates, and the updates would talk about the things what I'm doing now and why I'm asking you to put your name to this petition. Again, you guys, all you have to do is use your name, address, your email address. Email it. You can have multiple email address. You can do this multiple times. If you have multiple email address, if you're in another country, you can also do this as well with your email address. And one thing about it, you guys, once you sign the petition or put your voice to the petition, change.org may ask you for a donation. I just want you guys to be aware that donations for change.org. It don't go to the people who are asking, because that's the way they keep their platform going. So I encourage you guys to donate to them as well. That's how they keep their platform going. So people like myself and people like others who are doing the petition can have those petitions. What I'm saying? So if you want to support them, I truly think it's a blessing if you do that for them. Also, the volunteer search tab, you guys, this will be something that if I get the search going this month, like I'm trying, you guys are trying to find ways around this whole development issue, and and also the funding issue. If so, you guys hit that and you'll take it to the page here where the search page, you guys, where you guys can sign up for the search. This page will look a little different. It'll keep this information you see here, but when you go all the way down, you'll see the flyer distribution sign up. That's for the flyers, but that would be more, it would be back to where originally, and originality is for just the search, you guys. And I will be throwing that in there as well, so you guys can, go through the search, get signed up so I can know who all coming out there to the searches. Also, you guys, like I said, prepare to search this video. It helps out. It's a little safety briefing I done. I know it start off like the regular video that I have, but this is actually a safety briefing. So you guys, if you guys want to join in on the search, you just watch the safety briefing. I have some things about the desert I like to tell people up front. All right. Also, I'd like to do a lot of line searches. So when you go on this right here, this is line search. Teach you how to line searches, what line searches look like, and how the pattern line searches is. If you guys want to be a line commander, a person that's in charge on that line, you can do this as well, because you'll learn how to do line searches through this video as well. And also, lastly, the tips. I love this video. The lady, she put it very well, how to deal with the desert conditions and what to look out for and things like that. You guys, like I told you, you'll see on the safety briefing, I ask you to wear these boots or some kind of hard sole shoes, because just because it's desert, sometimes you don't know. You don't want to twist your ankle for one thing. The other part is cat tie, so you don't want them coming through your tennis shoes, the sidewall, and stick your toes and things like that. And you always want to make sure your feet dry. And then also things like what you carry with you, because you always, when you're in the desert, you hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But things just, we are safe. That's the reason why I like my searches to be safe. I had someone argue me in the past, say, why, it costs to do searches. It costs because you got to keep people safe. Does it cost law enforcement to keep their people safe? It costs them, millions of dollars to search for a person, thousands, hundred thousands or more, to search for a person, to keep their people safe, and also to get the equipment they need as well. Also, you guys, the donation tab here, of course, you guys, who've been here. I really thank everybody who get me this close to the goal. I really appreciate that. And this is definitely the lifeline to everything I have been doing from day one. I had a petition before this one, and that petition got me, like I said, you guys kept me in Arizona. We kept the flyer distribution going and everything. I can go over everything, but it's a lot. You guys, it kept everything operational going. And to date, guys, this right here will keep me going as well. So, I still have the flyer distributions. I have, other things I have to take care of as well. And also I'm trying to get this search going. So you guys want to help with this, you can as well. So that's what the donation tab is for. Events tab, you guys know that I had events in the past to help other families, not just my family, but Daniel, the Candlelight Visual, things like the Day of Remembrance, you guys. These are the past searches here. I mean, past events here, you guys. And if you want to join in on the next event that we have, my team and I, those things will be posted here, and it goes through Eventbrite. So that's another thing here. Also, the volunteer to search search tab, we've done that already. The volunteer in other ways tab is where I want to go. This tab, you guys, would definitely is something that for those who have skill sets, that can help out. Help my team and I learn about who you are as a person, what kind of skill sets you have, and how that can help us or help me in my efforts to find my son. Also, my efforts to help other families. So, if you guys want to put your skill sets there, the information you can fill out the form here, and different areas where you're professional at, for instance, things like that. You go to the next screen. So that information is very crucial to everything we're doing as well. Everything I'm doing for my son, and also everything I'm doing to try to help other families, volunteer in other ways. Also, you guys, for those who want to get flyers. If I'm not getting them out fast enough, or you just want to help out, because like I said, you guys, that donation will help, but this will help even more. If you want to print out these flyers yourself, to hit the donation tab and get those flyers. Hit the flyer tab. I'm sorry, and get those flyers, you guys, and you can actually send out, get those flyers and print them out yourself and send them out, or pass them out. At this point, you guys, like I said, I wish I had a flyer with me on me. I usually do. But I like to have them the postcard size, you guys, and then there's a reason why, again, you guys, for the homeless population, can put in their pocket, people can carry them a lot easier. It's more, because I used to have these big, large size flyers, and people can't carry those around. They'll leave them at home or throw them away or something. But if you have something like postcard size, this is the front and back, of course, postcard size, they can able to put them in their pocket, etc., and hold on to them a lot more. But nevertheless, I still feel that if whatever you can do, this is a form of donating, you guys. And if you can, print the flyers out and send them out, and pass them out in your communities, no matter how you print them out, I really be appreciative of that. That would help me in my efforts to find my son. Because, like I say, information, again, public support is key to anything when it comes to a missing person case. Also, you guys, down on the bottom, you come down a little further, I have this weekly thing that's been going on for a while. I wish I had some pictures to throw up here now of families who have been doing this, guys, and I hope you guys can join in with them. There's a tip line there, but as well as like you guys can mail in these PDFs to these addresses below. The PDFs is there, you guys. This is exactly what they look like. The PDFs is there it's like a protest, you guys. I've been protesting the fact that I can't get law enforcement to do the forensics that I'm still paying for to hold and in the house, and they're in jeopardy of being lost forever. That's not free. I'll just put it that way, and that's putting his justice at jeopardy. And law enforcement is dragging their foot and don't want to do it, and et cetera. You guys have been fighting for over a year, and the thing is, this is a protest, you guys, and this is the protest that I will hopefully have as well as next month is to the picket signs were made just like this. This would be actually what the picket signs would look like when we're going out there protesting. What do we want? We want justice. We demand we demand a criminal investigation to the disappearance of geologist Daniel C. Robinson. When do we want it? We want it now. Etc. You guys, this what this right here is one of my biggest ones right here. Buckeye, Arizona is in Maricopa County. Geologist Daniel C. Robinson went missing in Maricopa County. Maricopa County Sheriff's office must fulfill your jurisdictional responsibilities and open up an independent investigation into Daniel's case. Right, and that's the thing, you guys. And there's another one here. Like I said, what do we want? We want justice. We demand a criminal investigation, you guys. So it's those things. And this one right here, this is one of my top ones, you guys. If Daniel was a cop, you guys know this is true as well. If he was a cop, what would justice do, you guys? We demand the same treatment if Daniel was your own. And this is to law enforcement. You guys can see when I stroll down what this means. All this going to law enforcement. What would you do if Daniel was one of your own, right? I mean, that's a question. That's a valid question, right? And we demand a criminal investigation into the disappearance of geologist Daniel C. Robinson. What do we want? What do we want? We want justice. When do we want it? We want it now. And displaying this, you guys. If those who've been following the story, if you see the crime scene, you've seen the vehicle turned over on the side, and let's say it was a police cruiser. They say, hey, this police officer went missing. The guy said, hey, he came by the well site to make sure we were safe, and he waved off and he drove off and he just disappeared. Now, first of all, that day, they would have law enforcement all over that place. But let's say they went out there that same day and they went to that ravine and saw that vehicle sitting there in that ravine lying on the side the way my son's vehicle was, a police cruiser. And the officer's uniform straight off his body, butt naked, also everything in a pile, his boots thrown his way and whatever the case may be. They won't say those same things they said to me. Look at it and say, we don't see no crime. There's no evidence of crime. There's no crime or whatever. Man, we know how that would have been rolling right now. We had every law enforcement agency donating officers from all the way from New York City, from Florida, everywhere, raining down on Arizona looking for this one officer. We know that. And it definitely would have been called a criminal investigation because you could look at it and tell. There wouldn't be none of this. There would have been no detective telling the family like they told me, I don't see nothing. I don't see no reason why we should have done forensics at the scene. I mean, I have a recorded call with that. We don't see no reason why we have to do a forensics on the scene. So the thing is, you guys, that's definitely what I'm saying. Just treat my son as if he had a uniform on that day, a Buckeye police uniform or something. And if they would have done that, would have found Daniel a long time ago. I promise you that, you guys. So long story short, that's what the protest is about, you guys. Equal treatment under the law. And make sure that my son I'm his father. I'm not going to throw off on any other family, but I'm going to speak for me and how I feel about mine. And I'm going to fight for Daniel, my son, the way I like to fight for him. Again, you guys, the PDFs right here, you guys. The PDFs here is 5 of them here. The same ones, you click on it. Of course, it'll take you to the PDF page. You can go up and you can print these PDFs out, right? So no matter which one you print on, it's each one of them. So you can actually, like I said, go and print these out. And what you do, you guys, what I'm trying to do every week, I know it's the same PDFs over and over and over again. And that's what families ask me that's doing it now. Yes, every week, every time you can, every day you can. It don't matter. My goal is to get hundreds of thousands of them every day out to these law enforcement forever until they do the right thing and do these forensics on my son's case, and until I'm able to get enough firepower in a sense to do these protests and get these things going. And all of that is all about my everything, like I said, that resources I need to make all the stuff happen. So again, like I used to, like I did in the past. But the thing is, like saying for now, you guys, that's what I need is you guys to again, I'm not always saying donation have to be going to the GoFundMe. Donation can be in this form as well. You guys, if you want to, it'll help out if you guys can. I know because I know it costs money for your ink and your paper and et cetera. But if you guys can print these out and mail them to these addresses below. The Buckeye Police Department Chief Larry Hall. I got to change his name pretty soon. Sheriff is on. He's definitely not going up for re-election, that he's saying. But Buckeye Police Department Chief Larry Hall, who should have been fired a long time ago. This is the address here, you guys, to send to that department, and also the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Paul Pinzone. There's his information there as well. And I'm trying to get these letters out every day, thousands, you guys. I need thousands of letters sent weekly to avoid a cold case status. And again, that's what this is about today, is public support. Public support, you guys sharing the story, you guys helping me out, all that, you guys keep Daniel Case from hitting this cold case status. And I refuse to let that happen. Law enforcement would not be able, not on my watch, to say, well, we have no more you haven't looked for evidence. I'm still holding forensics. Why are you telling the public you can't do nothing else to do? And I'm telling the public I have forensics here that you have not tested the airbags. You have not checked to see if anybody else, and you know, check somebody had gunpoint. If that's my son's clothing on that ground, my family, we don't recognize the clothing. If that's his clothing on the ground, let's prove it's his clothing. Let's see if somebody else DNA on the clothing. Let's see if there's blood evidence on there. Let's see if airbag residue was on there, if it was his clothing, if he was actually even in the vehicle, that type stuff, you guys. So we need some real work, police work done, and that's where I'm limited at, you guys. When I say I'm limited, that's what frustrates me at night. That's what causes me to, get frustrated and angry, is because when law enforcement put their hand on purpose under their butts and don't want to do something, I guess because I don't know if it's an ego trip or what, you found some information out and they didn't find it and they want to feel like they're the champion to the public and write these extravagant, long-winded, sensationalizing a case type report, that type stuff, you guys, that don't matter. My son is missing. I don't give a damn about law enforcement's feelings and everything else. That just need them to do their job, you guys. You get what I'm saying? So whenever time you guys do this for Daniel, I truly appreciate it. I do see something here that caught my eye just now, and let's see who else. Mary. DOJ needs to step up now. I spoke out to the Department of Justice in Arizona, and matter of fact, myself and their attorney, one of the attorneys for them, we was having lunch out there in Phoenix, and I thought they would be doing something in the background to help towards, but I'm not really seeing any movement. But I will be pushing that. I'll be pushing that a little forward. I do have people, like I'm saying, you guys, that I've been working on the background. A lot of stuff is not public knowledge, but I have been doing a whole lot more that is not public stuff to go forward trying to find out what happened to my son. So I try to see if I see any more names in here that I haven't seen in a while. I really appreciate you too, Tina. But thank you so much, you guys. If you guys can, like I said, get those flyers out there. You guys can print out these PDFs and send them to those addresses. They help me out. That helped me out a whole lot more than just donating, you guys. Those, like I said, this is a form of donating. And if you guys can help me out there, I can't get all these flyers. I can send you flyers. I get them printed out by the thousands, you guys. People who came down to CrimeCon, if you looked on the table, they saw I had a whole table full of flyers. As some people take out, I was trying to beg people take stacks of them, but trying to get out thousands of flyers there. So I'm constantly I have plenty of flyers, you guys, and I need those. But I'll definitely print them and things like that. So it helps, you guys, if you guys can help with that printing and get them out there. So I truly appreciate that again. But thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to say something to a couple more of you all, and then I have to jump off of here. It's over an hour now. Like I said, I have a meeting I take care of. And let me see who else I got here. Thank you, everybody. I see all your comments there. I truly appreciate that. Let me see here. Joy, thanks so much. I'm not skipping over everybody. I just want to make sure I'm getting people who new names I haven't seen yet. I just want to tell you thank you so much on Facebook, coming off the Facebook side, Joy. Thank you for your prayers. I truly appreciate it. Valzel, thank you again. I've seen you on a few times as well, but thank you so much for being here. Again, I really appreciate it. You say you did not get the notification. Well, like I said, this is a spur of the moment thing. I just jumped on them really quick. So the next live I do, Valzel, I'll be putting some ahead of time thing. It'll be close on the 23rd or close to the 23rd. I will do another live, and hopefully, like I said, I will make sure y'all get a good heads up that I'm actually going to do it. Tina, thanks so much again for being here. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you again, Dr. Fender. Thank you again, Esther. Let's see who else. Mary, thank you so much. And I really appreciate your support on that. Thank you again, Coco. Thank you so much. Let's all post those flyers on social media too. I can try to find a way to do I don't know if PDFs can go on social media or not, but I talk about it a lot, Coco. But I will see if there's other ways of doing that. Rivi, thanks so much for being here off the YouTube side. I truly appreciate that. Good idea sharing on my socials. Thanks so much. And everybody, yes, you can share. You guys share. As a matter of fact, like, share, subscribe to the channel as well as the other platforms and get that information out there. You guys, I really, really appreciate that. Also, Trailer Park Farm. Hi, Mr. Rouser. Thanks so much. Hi, Mr. Rouser. I will continue to share Daniel's story. Thank you so much. Praying we get answers. Yes, sharing is caring. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate that, the public support. And let's see who else I got here. Gladys, thanks so much for being here. If I say your name multiple times, thank you, thank you. I agree with everything you say about LE. Thanks so much. Yeah, and it's sad to say, but it's true. Esther, thank you again for constantly being here. Mary Ellen, thanks so much. And let's see. All right, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much, you guys, everybody, for being a part of this live. Again, I'm David Robinson. Those who are new to the channel, if you guys can hit a like, share, subscribe button, you guys can continue to support. Everything I ran through when it comes to the website, how you can help. Please help finddaniel.com. Please help finddaniel.com. I really appreciate it. You guys can visit the website and share Daniel's story. Find out different ways you can help. Because what I'm saying, it's been over 2 years, but of any family, if it's your family, God forbid, I think all of us would feel the same way. We're not going to just give up like that, and we definitely need everybody we can to help us, continue on our fight. So again, I'm tired, you guys, but I'm not stopping. I'm not weary. I'm going to keep on going because I believe that this is a day closer to me finding my son. I just got to keep my faith, and faith is an action word. And I got to keep moving forward. So thank you guys again. You guys have a blessed and wonderful, wonderful evening. Again, I say it often, hug those ones that you love close. You guys tell them every day as you can that you love them. Life can turn on a dime. You guys, if you're angry with somebody, say, hey, look, I love you, but I'm angry with you right now. You may not be able to talk right now. I'm angry. I'm dealing with this anger. But other than that, I love you, because you may not have an opportunity to say it again. So always hold those people that you love close. So thanks so much, you guys. I'll talk to you next time. God bless you.